Alright, we are back with episode 2 of the Ranked Rewind, and this fucking intro, it's funny, if you see the chicken pink on the left, this is back when I used to do intros on videos, I would get so many questions from people in the comment section, like, who's the pink chick with the big tits? And that was just a custom picture I had done for me as a fan art thing that, there's a long running joke, which no one makes anymore because it hasn't been a thing for a while, but that's Redette. And if you don't know who Redette is, just, fuck it, I can't explain it right now. We got Street Fighter to talk about. I have a cold, stop being mean to me. But we get to fight Mr. Masters now, my god, Mr. Masters, Ken at silver level is a fucking terrifying thing to behold, so let's see what we witness here. Because I've always maintained that Ken is the one character in Street Fighter who rewards stupid decisions with really big damage. And which is actually fine, because he's high risk, high reward. He's not low risk, high reward. So that's alright. But yeah, like, when you don't know how to bait his shit, it can be a very horrifying experience. But let's see. Alright. Back heavy kick was not timed properly. That's a problem. Alright, get some trades, getting cornered. You really do not want to get cornered ever by Ken. Ken is perfectly alright to fight. It's a perfectly fine matchup. Until you get cornered. As soon as you get cornered, it is just the worst thing ever. And you should, yeah, just avoid getting cornered by Ken at all costs. And if you get cornered, your number one priority is to get out of the fucking corner. And as you can see here, we're fighting him in the mid ground, and it's working just fine. So, testament to that. The random V-trigger activation paid off. So that's good. Oh boy, okay, get some stores in, random Satsus. Chinbuster is unsafe on block, but I didn't punish. Random EXTP. One of the things you'll notice about me a lot is a habit of mine is that if I ever get knocked out of the air and I'm in a position where I'm going to land in front of the opponent, like, and when I say in front, I just mean like in a close distance to the opponent, doesn't matter which side it is. A lot of the time my answer is to EXTP when I land, because that's a mix-up situation which favors your opponent. They know it, because you're in landing frames, which means you can't do anything for like 1 or 2 frames. Ram super, nice. Because you're in landing frames, you're basically vulnerable, so you can be thrown. That's not going to work, he's going to jump over it. Yep. You're in landing frames, so you can be thrown, or you just have to deal with whatever buttons they want to stick out because they have frame advantage and whatnot. But if you throw out the EX, then obviously it's probably going to work in that exchange. So it's a high risk option. Random DP always is, but in that particular scenario, I'd say it works probably about 70% of the time. And that counts even all the way up to fucking platinum. It's just that at platinum you can only get to do it once. Like, you do it once and then you don't do it again because they will block every fucking time after that. Or they'll shimmy or something. Get some random button stuck out here. I just caught on myself. That was not clever at all. Combo. EXTP. Alright, I'm not really sure what my game plan is here, aside from just going for the tick throw. I'm not sure what I was actually trying to do with Ken. I think I was just trying to stick out buttons better than he could stick out buttons. Also, if you're curious, this is the Gothic Jury mod, which is actually one of the first mods that ever came out for Jury. Which is why it's not really that complicated. It's just Jury without the bodysuit and a different hairdo and some makeup. It's not like really, I mean, it's not a bad mod by any stretch, but it's not a particularly elaborate mod is what I'm trying to say. Alright, we get the rematch. I was actually expecting a Ramtatsu there at the start. I'm not sure why. That was that V skill there was something that I sort of worked out in platinum. Platinum, Jesus Christ, in bronze, I should say. I figured out. Like really early in the game, it's like, oh, you can cancel back heavy kick into V skill, and it's a mix-up. It's just a really terrible mix-up because you're like minus 17 and they block it. Alright, I'm getting cornered. I'm trying to get out of the corner. Tick throw is timed badly. What's the game plan? Game plan is to jump in a lot by the look of things. More V skill mix-ups. My god, it's such a high risk, low reward option because you are massively minus on block. But at the same time, if it hits, all you get is a knockdown that you can't get anything off of. You get no Oki off the knockdown. So it's really only good for killing people, and even then, it's still like, I think I said in the last video that's a good option. That's even at platinum. That's actually not true because a lot of people have the reactions at platinum to be able to block it. So you can do it once in a blue moon and it'll work. but the same can be said for anything. You can do wake up super once in a blue moon and it'll work. So probably gonna try that. Random super totally connects because I was jumping, but he's still in a massive life deficit. It's the crush counter. I'm in the corner. That's what I'm talking about there, is that I was knocked in the air by one of his moves, landed and did the EXTP. Going for the V-skill finisher, trying to get it. Oh, he messed up his combo. Oh, you can bring this back. No, he's trying to bait out the wake up DP, didn't go for it. I should have stuck a foot out there, that probably would have worked. Go for the tick throw finally to get the win. Tick throw, jumping leg kick and tick throw is one of my favorite things to do with Jury in Street Fighter 4. Because I did not know how to play Jury in Street Fighter 4 at all. I mean, obviously I knew how to play her, but I never played her well. I never got her above C rank in online rankings, which is not particularly high. So that was kind of what I did. That was my thing. And Rashid, no. Got Lyle __. I'm trying to remember how good Rashid was in earlier seasons. I don't think Rashid's ever been bad. And the thing is, a lot of Rashid players at this level are kind of like Ken, and they'll just do stuff. Like you can see here, it's just button move, button move, button move. You get the idea. Like he is not stop moving, and that's kind of fine. That's because that's just how Rashid works as a character. Is that he's extremely mobile, and he has like a lot of really good pokes. And a lot of Rashid players will try to, like the number one goal of a Rashid player is to condition you to block. That's what they want. They just want to be able to run a train on you and do whatever they want, and you just block until you get hit and die. That's basically the Rashid number one game plan. Wow, that was a V skill that actually went through a projectile in Season 1. That's something for the history books. And that is a constant throughout all ranks. Doesn't matter which rank it is. Silver, gold, platinum, doesn't matter. They will all try to it's just the ideal situation for Rashid is to just be Rashid to be flying all over the screen, and you just be so terrified that you don't know where the attack's coming from and just trying to block all of it. So to counter that, like the number one thing you should try to do against a Rashid is also be highly mobile. I think that's generally my strategy, which is why I'm probably jumping a lot here. Is to try to be just as mobile as he is, because when I said that like Rashid wants you to sit still, that's so he can actually fly over the screen and know where you're going to be when he lands. If you're flying over the screen as well, he can't accurately space out his attacks, and as a result leaves him exposed. So yeah, it's not going to work all the time, obviously, but and as you get up in the higher levels, you know, you'll get Rashids who play more conservatively, but certainly when you run into a crazy Rashid, like you can see me here, all I'm doing is just jumping and dashing and moving, and I'm not sitting still at all. It's actually, oh god, there's some lag. Oh boy, that's some beefy lag. That was a kill there, I messed that up. He's trying to projectile me out. Oh, there you go. He went for the dumb stuff, and it still took 2 hits to kill him. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. If you run into Rashid and you're having trouble with him, just try being more mobile. Just don't play the game plan he wants you to play, which is to sit still. Going for that V skill mix up again. I really like that V skill mix up at this stage now. Alright, he's gonna tick through his own. He's got setups. He's trying to bait there. People will try to bait a lot in silver, what you'll find is because everyone in bronze does wake up DPs. Everyone does. And the people who get to silver are the people who have learned to bait. So you'll find that a lot, is that people will, especially like, you know, this guy, oh, I know he got to, was he silver? Anyway, doesn't matter. He's super silver anyway. Point being is that like people in silver will definitely have that habit of trying to bait out wake-ups because they know that the payoff is worth the patience. Yeah, he beats the tick throw. Does not beat the V-skill though. I could punch that with Ren Satsu. Alright. Now in Season 1, I probably didn't know this at this stage. In Season 1, Rashid's Tornado V-skill, V-trigger I should say, was actually a projectile hitbox, which means that Jury could V-skill through it. They changed it in Season 2 to make it a physical projectile hitbox. A physical hitbox, sorry, I should say, not projectile. So after Season 2, you could not V-skill through it, which sucks because I only figured out you could V-skill through it like 2 weeks before the patch came out. Alright, go to Game 3. What adjustments are we going to make here? More buttons, more moves. Yeah, I have not figured out yet that Eagle Spike is punchable with Rorin Satsu. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Juri is one of the few characters that can consistently punch Eagle Spike on block with me and Rorin Satsu. It's a little bit weird to time because there's a lot of block stun on Eagle Spike. Like almost an awkward amount of block stun. But if you learn timing for it, you can buffer in Rorin Satsu and punish him for it. And it's really good because Eagle Spike is a move that Rashids like to use a lot. Like they will, because it's full screen, it's really fast, and if you don't punish it, then it's unpunishable, isn't it? It's a move that they can just use at their leisure. Don't punish on the DP. It's a move they can use at their leisure, and there's no downside to it. So, and the thing is that not every character can punish it. So it's like Blanka's Blanka Ball. That's one of the few advantages that Juri has as a character, is she is one of those characters who can punish both those moves. So it's really good because when you're under characters, there's people at this level playing these characters who rely on those tricks, who rely on having an Eagle Spike as a spacing tool or a neutral tool. When you take that away from them, they don't know what to do. They're like, well, this is my main tool for getting across the screen. This is my main traversal tool. If I can't use it, how am I supposed to approach you? And you can see it, like, people get freaked out. Like, I used to love the Akuma matchup. It's a shame we haven't seen one yet. I used to love the Akuma matchup because Akumas just didn't know how to deal with not having fireballs. Like anywhere up to like high gold, Akumas, like any Akuma player will just, if you V-skill their fireballs, they just don't know what to do without them because they're so used to having fireball as a safe approach tool. For air fireball, ground fireball, doesn't matter. So once you get out of gold and platinums, that you start running into the Akumas who can live perfectly fine without that because he has like a dozen moves that plus on block. So that's where the Akuma matchup starts getting really painful. So I do not like the Akuma matchup anymore. I don't hate it, but it's certainly not a good one. Alright, where are we at? I've been talking so much about random stuff that I haven't actually been following the match that close. We are winning though. We've got Rashid cornered. Gonna bait out ZP? No, not yet. It's coming though. You know the DP's coming. Try to V-skill back in the corner, did not work. Oh god, there is some lag here. Can you come with that? Yes, you can. Okay. Still anyone's match, although I do have a full stick of butter here. Oh man, I rely on that V-skill so much for no reason. It's so bad, but I keep using it. That's not a combo. Super wake up? No, but I could have. Actually, no, he could have V-reversed it, potentially. Here we go. He's gonna DP through it? No, he just pressed the button. Oh, I think that might be it. There's a little pop-off from me down the bottom. We got one more match. We're still live in this video yet. My throat is so sore right now, guys, you have no idea. You're not going to hear it, but I've been coughing all the way through this video. I'm just going to go into editing and cut it out. Oh, we're getting close to Ultra Silver. I was so excited when I got to Ultra Silver. Because it's like one step away from gold. Alright, round 3. Oh, that is some lag and a half. This game is the best netcode, doesn't it? Oh my god, look at it. This game is the best netcode. I love this game. Jesus Christ, I can't even follow this. I can't even. It's possible that this might have been a recording error. Sometimes, like, I know that when I used to record videos that, like, they would drop frames because I wasn't using the best setup in the world. But, yeah, I don't... it'd be one of those things I have to listen to the audio because this seems unplayable. This seems atrocious. But anyway, we're going to try and follow the action as best we can. Take throws for days. V-skills. Get rolled back. Still doing more V-skills. Probably because it's lag. It's lag and it's just like, well, try blocking this and lag. It's probably the answer to that. That is a combo, but it's a bad one. It's more tick throws and that's it. Whew. Exciting times. One more round to go. Is it going to clear up? Is gonna get better. It did clear up. Kinda. Oh, no, wait, spoke too soon. There it is again. You see how it reset out of the air into a DP. It's, like I said, I use it a lot still to this day. But again, it's one of those things, if you do it once and get, like, you will eat a big punch if they block it, and then you just can't do it again because they'll always be looking for it. A lot of jumping. I think I'm going back to just trying to be as random as possible here. Trying to be random as possible here, he says as another random EXDP comes out. Oh boy, here we go. A lot of jabs. More tech throws. Trying to go for cross-ups with heavy punch by the look of things. He's got no conversion off of that. He's going for cross-ups himself. Gets on the tech throw. This time his meaty fireball. Gets blocked, but there's no punish. Oh boy, it's there it is. Last hit. So yeah, well, I hope that this has been informative. I hope that you managed to glean something useful out of it. And if you didn't, I'm hoping at least it was entertaining, because it's kind of fun to go back and see these matches. I haven't watched them since I posted them. So yeah, it's something very interesting to go back and watch these. And this is before end cards, by the way. This is back when YouTube didn't have end cards and you had to make your own. So that's the thing. But anyway, thanks very much, guys. Hopefully I'll be better soon, and I'll see you guys then. Catch you later.